And right now, it gives me great pleasure to do something I've always looked forward to doing, and that is to introduce the man who was responsible from the very beginning for the development of this wonderful group of entertainers. He is a senior member of the Jackson family, their father, Mr. Joseph Jackson. How about it? Okay, Joe. So it's really a pleasure having you here, and I guess you ought to be commended not only for starting out what has become such a tremendous attraction all over the world, but also for the way you seem to manage to stay in the background.
Well, I like to stay in the background, Donald. It's the place to be, you know. You can see what's happening up front when you stay in the background.
Give us a little background on just how the beginning came about.
Well, like we used to do a lot of shows around Chicago, nightclubs, you know, and
You were living in Gary then?
right. We used to travel from Gary to Chicago in the wintertime when it was cold. We did some shows around Chicago, and then from there to the Apollo, the Regal Theater.
Yeah, this may sound like a silly question now, but during that time, did you ever have any visions that your kids would be this successful?
I had a vision it would happen, but you know, it took a lot of rehearsals and a lot of push-up forward for them to get this far. And it really was a big push. It's a hard struggle, but it paid off.
Yeah. Incidentally, Joe, I have a film clip that we'd like to show that was taken recently at a very delightful party that you gave at your home in Encino. And we'd like to show that film right now. It's already on. That's the backyard, right?
Yeah, that's the backyard. We are preparing the party. The people haven't arrived yet, but we're looking forward to them to arrive pretty soon. They're beginning to come in now.
That's a rather large estate, shall we say. What's the ground? How much ground
It's
is
about
involved?
2.5 acres, a backyard. And there we have the tables all set. And all kinds of food are there, Donald. We have ice cream for the kids and other things for the older people. There, the kids and their parents are beginning to come in right now.
So besides people in the industry, you also had just plain friends and
Friends and
not so famous people, right?
not so famous people, and we had famous people such as disc jockeys and the people that was working with us during the past, which we tried to show our appreciation to all of these people. We're sorry that we couldn't have all of them to be there at the party.
That was Randy with a cast on.
Yeah, that's Randy.
How did he injure his leg?
He was Randy's a little kung fu cat, and he was practicing kung fu, and he kicked the window out with his foot.
Red Fox.
It's Red Fox.
And that was your wife, Mrs. Jackson, with him.
Her, yeah, it's Jermaine there playing the volleyball. That's Michael. I don't know who's that he's playing with there. Oh yeah, they're playing a basketball game there. They had a good game there. We won the game, which, you know, it's a very good game.
Right. Here comes Tito.
Yeah, it's Tito and his wife and his little baby.
And what's the baby's name?
The baby's name is Jackson. Little Jackson, we call him.
There's Michael, being a good uncle.
Yeah, Michael likes babies. He always holds babies, and he's very fond of babies.
I can remember when Michael was about 6, and he'd be on the show, and the grown-up women who would be associated with the show for one reason or another, like dancers and what have you, they'd always fall in love with Michael. You could always find Michael in some lady's arms. They just couldn't keep their hands off of him.
That's Michael and my wife and myself. And there's little Randy there.
It's Junior Walker, about third from the right.
Yeah, that's Junior there. We were glad to see him because, you know, we hadn't seen Junior in a long time. We did some shows together in New York, So we're glad to see him. You know, he used to wouldn't fly, you know, so I guess he decided to fly out to California.
Eddie Kendricks.
Eddie Kendricks was there, and he was having a good time. We had lots of things for him, too. Everyone had a good time there.
Okay, there you have it. I got there too late, unfortunately, to get in the film, but I really enjoyed it.
I was glad to see you. I was glad to have you there, Donald, and also the family. We was glad that everybody could come to King. We're looking forward to the next party.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Joe. Thanks for joining us, and continued success to you.